Hello everyone, this is Joy Chinese. Welcome to Easy Chinese Characters, Level 1. Introduction. Most of Chinese beginners ask me a question when starting to learn characters. How can I write Chinese characters fast? I know you think Chinese characters look like different images, hard to memorize. You may be confused. Are there any tricks for Chinese people to memorize characters writing? The answer is yes. Let's see these characters. Please observe their similarities. Now I will mark some part of characters. What do you notice? Yes, they all have a horizontal line. This is actually the basic part of characters called strokes. We call the horizontal line in characters as horizontal stroke. There are many different strokes. Now I'll show you more types of strokes as examples. You don't need to memorize them. We'll learn them in detail in the future classes. Let's see next one. These vertical lines are called vertical stroke in Chinese. One more stroke. These orange strokes are written from the top to the left button. It's called left falling. The last one type. These blue ones are written from the top to the right button, so they are known as right falling. All these types of strokes form characters. In the Level 1 character study, we'll learn 17 types of strokes. In Level 2, we'll learn 8 types. Let's see some strokes we'll learn in the classes. These strokes form 95% of characters. After learning to write all these types of strokes, you'll be able to memorize characters writing better. But then comes a question. How can I write characters beautifully? Are there any rules? Yes. First, we can write characters following 6 rules. By writing character strokes with certain orders, you can write characters more beautifully. We'll learn all the stroke order rules in detail in the classes. Second tip. In class, I'll teach you the writing order of every character hand by hand. For example, let's write a character meaning noon, 午. To write it beautifully, we should write it following stroke order rules I talked about before. Write it from the top to the bottom and from the left to the right. So the first stroke we should write is the one on the top and on the left. The left falling. And then we should write the horizontal stroke on the top. Next, the horizontal stroke below it. And finally, we write the vertical stroke. Okay, so I will teach you to write every Chinese character in this way. The third tip is that after class, I'll ask you to chase the characters following this character stroke order practice. After all this, you should be able to write characters more beautifully. But you may ask one more question. How can I memorize character strokes quickly, especially for those complicated characters which have many strokes? In fact, Chinese has 2 types of characters. Single component characters. Compound characters. Single component characters means the character is made of single structure or it only contains one component. For example, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These characters are only made of one part and thus have the single structure. Compound characters means the character is made of compound structure or contains 2 or more than 2 components. One of component is called radical. The radical has meaning. For example, this radical looks like 3 drops of water. It's called the water radical. Most characters it forms are related to water. For example, this one, 汗. This character means sweat, which is related to water, right? Another one, 江. This character, its left part is the water radical, and jiang means river, also related to water. So you see, there are many types of radicals. We'll learn them in the future classes. With the knowledge of radicals, we can memorize compound character strokes and meanings faster. In this course, I'll focus on teaching you different kinds of radicals. Now, for both single component and compound characters, there are some different ways to memorize them. For example, memorize them by shapes. 1. One character with one line. 2. Two characters with two lines. 3. Three characters with three lines. Or you can understand them by their images. Sun character looks like the sun. Moon character looks like the moon. Now, combine the sun and the moon character. We have bright, this new character. But not every character has these rules. I will give you some resources for references. And in our course, we'll focus on learning characters in a professional way, learning the radicals meanings and writing to understand characters. After class, you practice Chinese characters writing like this to memorize them accurately. So after the whole course, you will learn characters fast, write characters beautifully, and memorize character strokes quickly. Great! Hope to meet you in the official characters classes. Thanks for watching. Bye!